What's up, Stat Fam? Told you we was coming back with another. We got NBA legends explaining why Larry Bird was so good. This is a live reaction. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that sub button, and comment below. Let get it. You know?
Hey guys, this is Dominique Wilkins.
Hey, this is Sean Kemp.
This is Gary Payton.
Hey, this is Pau Gasol.
NBA fan, what's up? This is Vince Carter here.
Hey, what's up? This is Matt Barnes. If you're an old school NBA fan like I am, make sure you check out the Basketball Time Machine with my man Sean Davis.
Hey folks, what's good? Welcome back to the Basketball Time Machine. I hope you're ready for your weekly dose of old school NBA basketball. I recently discovered that I didn't cover my second favorite player of all time, Larry Bird, for almost 4 months now, which is way too long. So in today's episode, I want to show you guys NBA legends giving their opinion on how good Larry Bird was, and I really did my best to find some clips that you probably haven't seen a million times before. So yeah, I hope I hit you guys up with some new stuff. And before we start with this episode, I want to ask you guys for a small favor. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the show. And also, if you like the content, please hit the like button. All right, enough said. Now let's dive into today's episode.
Legendary.
Now, how do we start? I would say let's start with Kevin McHale, the player that probably has the greatest Larry Bird stories. And in the following clip, he's sitting down with the legend himself talking about Larry Legend.
I was laughing because I was in the All-Star game with you. When you walked in and asked who was going to get second place in the three-point contest, when you walked in there, what were you thinking when you made that announcement to the room? Just messing with all those guys like you always did?
Yeah, I didn't. I had no clue. I never really practiced. Me and Danny used to shoot some before we went out there, but everybo's sitting there. Everybody's real quiet. You really didn't. You knew the guys, but you never were around them. And nobody's really saying anything. So I walk in and look around, and it just came out. I had no clue I was going to win it, but you know what? That's just part of the competition.
Okay, last question to each of you. Top 5 players of all time.
Kareem, Hakeem, Larry, Mike, and Magic.
Okay. You put Larry Bird over Michael Jordan.
I said Mike and Magic, MJ and Magic.
Okay, but you put Larry first.
Now, the next clip that I want to show you guys is from Wilt Chamberlain, obviously an old clip from, I think, from 1995, and he talks about how great Larry Legend was. Let's check it out.
And talk to me about race for 1 second. Larry Bird is considered a great player, but don't they sort of elevate him because he's a white guy?
Well, I think that may be in the minds of many, but this man also is very, very talented. I think he epitomized what a forward is supposed to do, and especially in the game that he played, because he was technically correct. He was a correct type of basketball player, and most people today don't play the game correctly.
I see.
And he did.
So I haven't heard Kobe or LeBron being mentioned.
I'm thumb wrestling in that 5 between giving LeBron the edge over Larry. Bird 6.
Okay.
Bird, for those that don't know, won 3 straight MVPs in the league with the Showtime Lakers and Michael Jordan and the Bad Boys president. 3 straight MVP.
So you would say that was the baddest white boy ever?
No question. Not even yes. No doubt.
Okay.
No doubt.
Okay. 7.
And he coached me for 3 years in Indiana.
Right.
How about that? Exactly.
One of the greatest players ever played the game. Came from French Lick, Boston, and one of the few guys that ever be in a three-point contest and shoot with a warm-up shirt on. And for young guys that don't know him, they think of Larry Bird as a jump shooter. But he was so much more than he was a passer. He averaged double-digit rebounds. He defended, took charges, and he's a straight-up complete basketball player. And me as a small forward, Scotty, Bird, Doc, George Gervin, the guys that I kind of looked up to being a small forward. my rookie year, Mark Aguirre didn't want to play against the Boston Celtics for whatever reason. Could have been, could have been. So I was, I think, at that point, the third small forward, and Larry gave us 50.
You know, so you see the outlet pass, beautiful outlet pass by Tree, goes past the defense. Larry jumps, and I'm like, oh, he's too late. He's too late. And I got fouled on this play, but that dunk was more of a kind of an angry dunk because I think I got pushed a couple of times earlier. So that was a way of getting back.
Look out! He almost ripped the glass apart on that one.
He said, I like you. You got heart, but I'm still getting 30 on you tonight. But to me, I couldn't believe he jumped at it. When you talk basketball to someone like Larry Bird, you know, you're getting a history lesson too. I mean, the guy is part of history. You know, to play against guys like that in my career, it's once in a lifetime.
Now the next clip that we're going to take a look at is with Patrick Ewing on the Dan Patrick Show, talking about his relationship with Larry Bird and what made Larry Bird unique.
Did he talk trash on the floor?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I think that story you talked about, X, I think that's one of the stories you got from me.
Oh, Xavier Daniels?
You might have got it from me. Law used to always talk about that he can't jump, he can't do this, he can't do that. And, you know, a lot of my friends was like that, you know. So, I got to the league. I called all my friends back up. I said, you know, all that trash that you were talking, you need to squash all that. This man is great. He can, whatever you were saying for a man who can't jump, he's demolishing everybody.
So your guys are saying, how can you let this guy?
Oh, he's doing it on everybody.
But playing basketball with Larry Bird was like singing with Jerry Garcia.
The legend.
It was like talking science with Albert Einstein. It was like talking history with Eugene Debs.
Yeah.
It was just absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, okay. Whatever.
I never played with a better player than Larry Bird.
Magic, James Worthy, Kurt Rambis, Kareem Abdul, all the Laker greats. I would always sit down and just ask them questions about certain games that I studied growing up. What actually happened there? What did you feel there? Why? You know, Bird tough to defend. Why? Because you look slow as shit to me. So it's like I'm missing something. So like, tell me what I'm missing. You know what I mean?
Breaks up.
Bird. He passed it off the backboard to himself.
This guy was going to do one thing almost every night that really spun your head around, made you do like a Lyndon Blair. You just couldn't believe this was happening.
Harris. Bird to Vincent to Bird. Over the backboard! Oh, I don't believe it.
He was playing chess and everybody else was playing checkers. He was 3 moves ahead of everybody else. And you never know what he was going to do, but you knew it was going to be something special.
Bird steals it. You can see it coming, and look at the pass to McHale. Isn't that beautiful?
He would do a head fake, or he would do this, and the guy would turn, and he would just fake the crap out of guys.
There's the play of the game, right there.
Larry used to come in the locker rooms. He'd be getting his ankles taped, and he'd say, you know, hey, ball boy, run in and go find the scoring record in this building. You know, he needed those kind of challenges.
Bird with the step. Talk about creativity.
One of the great fourth quarters in NBA playoff history, Game 7 against Detroit in 1987. Larry Bird suddenly, for no explicable reason, decided to bank in a left-hand 15-footer.
Larry Bird, I don't believe that, John.
And I can tell you, talking to Magic Johnson, and that the Lakers were watching that game. This guy just about fell off the chair, you know, just laughing. And I asked him about it. It was just because. He was amusing himself in a playoff game.
Ron posted to his Instagram that he believes Larry Bird could have dominated in any era. And Shannon, you've often said Larry was your favorite player growing up. And we know your stance on LeBron being the GOAT, but how close was Larry Bird to LeBron? I start with you.
I think they're closer than people think. I don't think people realize just how talented Larry Bird was and how great he was. Larry Bird was a career 24, 10, and 6 guy.
Was on the 10 seconds. And when we came back out of the timeout, Larry said, I'm going to get it right here, and I'm going to shoot it in your blinking face. And I was like, well, I'll be right here waiting on you, too.
Let's see if they wind it all the way down.
Step back.
He hit it and looked at me. He was like, damn. I didn't mean to leave nothing on the clock. And I just looked at him and said, conceited bastard.
The greatest buzzer beater of them all was against Portland on Sunday afternoon in Boston.
DJ again to make the inbound pass. The double team at Bird. Larry, fake, fall away.
All right. The gentleman you just talked about, Larry Bird.
Oh, shit, that's the man. Shit, he's like your Magic, your Kareem. You know, that once in a life player, franchise changing player. That's the category that Larry was in. And not to mention, I like the way he led us as a team. He wasn't in your face, you know, that talking trash to you. He led by example.
I hear that you retired. Thank goodness. I'm glad. I'm tired of seeing your face. There are a lot of sad memories to me, but you know, I enjoyed you tremendously. I wish you a lot of luck. And I think you had a very wonderful career, even though you probably ruined a lot of my successful games against the Boston Celtics.
All right, you guys, that was it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed the content. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And I guess I'll see you next time on the Basketball Time Machine.
Salute, Bird family. Thank y'all for watching the full video. We're going to be back with another video after this video. Make sure y'all stay prayed up. Y'all be safe. Y'all be good. You know.